Just hours away from the opening ceremony of the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris. Among other things, the ceremony features the official lighting of the Olympic cauldron, but the journey of that flame started well before today. Our Ines de la Cuetara is in Paris with more.
Starting in ancient Olympia, Greece, on April 16th, the torch was ignited right where the very first games were held, before leaving Athens and crossing the Mediterranean, making a grand entrance into the French port of Marseille aboard a historic ship. From there, it embarked on its very own Tour de France, from the French Riviera, where it was passed on underwater, to the highest peaks of the snow-covered Alps. There were chateaux along the way, a visit with the Prince of Monaco, even a red carpet moment at the Cannes Film Festival. By June, it was flying around the world to visit distant French territories like French Guiana, all the way to French Polynesia. Crossing the Atlantic on one of the world's fastest sailboats, the relay eventually making its way back to mainland France in time for Bastille Day celebrations, stopping by all the famous sites in Paris, from the Louvre Museum to Versailles. A monumental effort, with the flame traveling through over 400 cities, relayed to more than 10,000 torchbearers.
And Ines joins us now from Paris with more on that. Ines, what do we know about this lighting, the lighting of the Olympic cauldron? How is this going to play out tonight?
Yeah, Diane, and we are now just moments away, just hours away from the opening ceremony, and you can really feel the excitement building here. All of these people behind me heading to the Seine to already get a good spot for the opening ceremony. But as far as the lighting of the cauldron, we don't exactly know who's going to be lighting it. That's typically a surprise, so we'll likely find out during the opening ceremony. We do know that Snoop Dogg will be among the final torchbearers for that last leg of the Olympic torch relay. And then when the cauldron is finally lit, that'll be the official opening, the official beginning of the Olympic Games, and the cauldron will stay lit for the duration of the Games.
Now, the opening ceremony never disappoints on the performances, Ines. So what are you hearing about special guests or any other surprises we might see tonight?
Yeah, and I think it's really going to be spectacular, Diane. This is the first time that an opening ceremony will be held outside of a stadium. I think there was a lot of skepticism when they first announced this grand plan to hold the opening ceremony on the Seine. It's going to be 94 boats, you know, snaking down down the river and past all these iconic sites. So Notre Dame, the Louvre Museum, the Eiffel Tower. There's going to be 7,000 athletes participating, all sorts of performances along the athletes, both, you know, on the river, on the banks of the River Seine, on the bridges. Our team saw acrobats rehearsing last night on one of the bridges. So it's really going to be something unlike anything we've ever seen before. But at the same time, Olympics organizers are trying to maintain an element of surprise. So they're not revealing the final lineup just yet. So there's been speculation that Lady Gaga, Celine Dion could perform, but they're not confirming that. So they want there to be an element of surprise.
All right, Ines de la Cuetara, thank you.